By season 3 of Gold Rush, it was clear. Tony was the man with the Midas touch.
Parker?
Hey, Tony.
Parker. Tony Beats, how you doing?
And like Todd Hoffman before him, a young Parker Schnabel hoped Tony would offer up a few trade secrets.
We heard you could make $1,000 a week in the Yukon, so that's what I went after. What's happened, they got a little more.
I've never seen that much gold in the pan.
Tony has never before reflected on that first meeting with the kid that would become such a big part of his mining future.
What did you think when you first met him?
Smart kid. I noticed that right away. Very interested in the mining. He had the balls for it, so to speak.
We gotta get up here where the big boys play.
In digging into the early years of the Beats' relationship with Parker, Monica Beats reveals a shocking tidbit. She and Parker went on a date of sorts.
They had aired a season of Gold Rush, and everybody's really trying to get Parker and me together, so they flew me up to Haines, and I spent a weekend there, and I met his parents, and we went disc golfing, and it was really awkward, and I was like, hey, see ya.
Really, this is news to me.
Hopeful matchmaking.
Things don't work out at Porcupine, I might crawl up here, beg Tony for a job.
So as long as you don't chase my daughter.
I think she at the time had a boyfriend
Can you
as well.
imagine what that grandkid would have looked like? Me.
Oh, did I say that?
Hey, Parker.
Hey, Tony.
Matchmaking aside,
How are you?
Tony did see huge potential in the 17-year-old mining prodigy.
He's been mining for 30-some years, and he knows how to move dirt and knows how to wash rocks.
Did you have any idea of the relationship that would form between the two of you?
No. It's when he started to come to the Yukon looking for ground, that's when I seen the potential. A lot of these people today, they like to talk about it and sit on it and talk about it and whine about it. He looks like one that is going to go there and do something about it. And that's what it takes these days. We need people like that. That's what builds countries. That's what does. Not sitting there whining about it, get out there and do something about it. And he looks like one of those. He'll do something. See you in the Klondike, my man.
I'll be up there.
You take it easy, okay?
See you, Tony.
Yep.
From that moment forward, Tony became a Gold Rush mainstay. And more Tony meant more colorful language.
Gavin, we gotta cure that. That's no good. Take the out of there. Cure the thing.
Can we just talk about the swearing a little bit?
What would you like to know?
Whoever came up with the saying, swears like a sailor,
Get the
obviously
out of the way.
never met Tony Beats.
What the is that?
Or as we know him now, Tony Bleeps.
I found it a pretty up season, to be honest with you guys. Fill that in. Stop around. That ain't working with it. You didn't get all? Okay.
And like it or not, all the foul language rubbed off on the others.
I mean, the swearing part on TV, yeah, sometimes you roll them out, sometimes you don't. But if I am somewhere in different company or other places, I don't swear at all. On the job site is one thing. When you go out in the world, it's quite a different.
As season 4 rolled around, Tony still refused to let cameras see how much gold he was really getting. But he remained willing to help others and eventually saw an opportunity in leasing ground to Parker Schnabel.
How many holes should I drill?
You're gonna have to drill as many as you need in order to get a cut, right?
Right on.
I mean, 10 don't do it, drill 20 of them. So when Parker showed up here in the spring, we made him a deal, 15% for the first bit and then 20% for the next one. And then if you get over X amount of ounces, then you pay 25.
But he didn't have no problem signing the deal.
But the better he does, the more we get too. We both gain.
Fire it up.
Tony may have been willing to help Parker, but when it came to getting his cut of the gold, Tony was all business.
So what the hell is this, Parker?
I'm not sure what our end game is.
Aren't you the boss? You gotta do what it takes to make the money.
You know, this week we're pushing to do 1,500 yards.
This week?
Yeah.
The whole week? Before we lease his ground to Parker, lots of people that wanted that ground. Either you produce or you go somewhere else.
That's our first week running.
That's not gonna cut it. He said he leaves to run 3,000 yards this week.
That's a lot of dirt.
It's gotta happen. Down here, you wanna play with the big boys, you're gonna have to pick it up.
85 ounces.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
Serious?
Sounds so sweet.
85 ounces doesn't mean.
Looking back, Tony and Minnie have no regrets.
They call it tough love, Tony.
That's right. They say, well, you know what? That's probably the best thing you can do. I mean, he had 80 some ounces. What you want to do? Pat him on the back, tell him to double it, make it a game. Probably did him more good than harm that day. He probably thought that Tony beats, I'll show him. Well, there you go.
What's your take on the
I
relationship?
plead the fifth.
Why is that?
I've always been wanting to use that sentence.
In season 5 of Gold Rush, Tony Beats allowed cameras to follow him for an entire season for the first time. And right out of the gate, he made a big, risky purchase that blew everyone away.
Well, guys, there's this. That's the dredge.
It's huge.
What the did you do?
I threw $1 million in this.
Over 10 years later, Tony and Minnie look back on their bold but calculated move.
I mean, buying the dredge was a big risk, but I seen the potential.
You did take a chance. No
Oh,
matter.
absolutely.
Because you
That-
never even seen the stupid
no,
thing.
I never even seen the thing, made the deal.
And you owned it when you first saw it.
Yep.
So it was a big deal.
This dredge, all of a sudden, the opportunity came by, and you gotta take it.
The 75-year-old dredge hadn't collected gold in nearly 3 decades.
How do we know anything will even work in it?
It don't matter, I ran then. Really, guys, this old was made to last. Probably had one of the few properties in the Yukon that you could still dredge. And even as of today, if you look at the fuel price, your equipment cost and everything, today those dredges are the best piece of equipment to use for mining.
In order to get the dredge up and running, the team had to strip it down to the studs, transport it in pieces 100 miles, then rebuild it all on Tony's Indian River claim.
We'll just get a big crane in there, we'll get some trucks over there, swing them in.
You make it sound pretty easy.
For Tony Beats, there was only one way to achieve his monumental task. His way.
Tony, we want to have it happen for you, but you've got a few obstacles here that you're not looking at.
Tear the thing down, put it back together, and we'll have this thing rolling this fall.